Years, guide dogs have been giving the blind the freedom to lead independent lives with a loving companion. But when one local woman who is blind and suffers from Down syndrome tried to get a dog, she came up empty. In tonight's cover story, News Channel 30's Carrie Klein shares the story of one man who took a chance and the woman who's now receiving a new leash on life because of it.
Dugie, forward.
That's it. What a good boy.
Good boy.
Tina Barnes and her new companion, Dugie, are in training.
Come straight.
Straight.
Tina is not only blind, she also has Down syndrome. Dugie will be her new pair of eyes. Now, the two just met one day ago, but they have already formed a deep friendship.
It's just best things happen to me.
Why is that?
He helped me to see.
I'm 71 years old, and anything happens to me, I want her to be able to go, you know, even if it's just for a walk.
But getting a guide dog for Tina was no easy task.
I've been trying for 4 years to get her a guide dog. And there is nobody in the state that will give her a guide dog.
Why not?
Because she is Down syndrome. They don't want to fool with them.
But then Anna Barnes, Tina's mom, ran across Freedom Guide Dogs and Eric Lurie.
And then she got, fortunately, hold of my wife, who mentioned that Tina had Down syndrome, and my wife says, we have 2 children with Down syndrome.
Which made Eric and his organization perfect for Tina. 2 weeks later, Eric made a visit to Tina and her mom in Pomeroy.
I had prayed on it and said, God, let me make a decision on her capabilities, not just my fondness for Down syndrome children, because I have the 2 of my own.
Eric quickly determined Tina was more than capable of handling the tremendous responsibility of a guide dog.
It's life and death without being melodramatic. I mean, crossing a street, if they make the wrong decision, the dog can second guess them, but it's a blind person's decision to cross the street.
Dugie, forward.
That's a good boy.
Good boy.
Dog selection was critical. Eric selected Dugie for Tina because he's laid back and loves attention. Attention Tina loves to give. When it comes to the training, Eric has to take a little bit of a different approach with Tina, but that communication comes with ease since he's raising 2 children with Down syndrome.
It's understanding how they think and their logic and their reasoning and addressing things in a much more short, pointed manner. Okay. That's it. Just tell them straight to the curb.
The training philosophy is also different regardless of who Eric's training. With most guide dog organizations, the client travels to the dog and trains there for several weeks. But Eric is one of very few who believes in hometown training.
We go to the blind person's home and train them in the town where they live and work, because there are a number of blind people that can't go away. So they kind of have fallen through the cracks in the past.
Dugie's my best friend ever.
And this personalized training is already giving Tina the security she needs to lead a more independent life.
They helped me get well.
I sure it raised her happiness level a couple of times by now, just having such a sweet friend on her side.
She'll be able to go for walks, and she'll be able to go down and visit her sister, and because her sister don't live too far away, you know. And she'll be able to take it and go to church with it, and she'll be able to go out to eat.
And Freedom Guide Dogs is a nonprofit charity. That means they provide the dogs free of charge and actually rely on the donations and generosity of people to continue to provide these services. Now, it costs between $15,000 and $20,000 to raise these dogs, care for them, house them, and train them. And not to mention, Bill, the expenses and time spent in travel and that 2-week hometown training with the new owners.
Yeah, guide dogs seem like a great thing, but they're not for everyone.
Not at all. Although Dugie there is a peach, you know, like Eric says, you have to have a certain degree of ability to comprehend instructions and give out those commands to the dog. And ultimately, the human is the captain of the ship and has to be able to think clearly, make the initial decisions, and then the dog helps safely guide the way.
Okay, Carrie, thank you.